And another one.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Taylor, and today I am at you with another foundation review video. Let me adjust this a little bit. Before we start, this is one of my kitties. This is Mike. We all call him Mikey, and he's very aggressive. And I mean, he's super stinking cute, isn't that right? And he's obsessed with me, even though he's my brother's cat. But I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty annoying sometimes, but he's still so cute, so he can stay. But today, excuse me, our foundation review is on the new Kat Von D True Portrait Foundation. Again, like with the Hourglass foundation review, I got a sample of this foundation. I did not buy the full size. I always recommend getting as many samples as you can get from Sephora or Ulta, especially Sephora, because you can get up to 3 free samples a day, which I think is an amazing thing, because what is the point of going and buying anyways, like I was saying, what is the point of buying a $36 foundation, and what if it doesn't even work for you? What if it's not even good, you know? Like, what is the point in that? So I always get a sample, and with any foundation that I can get a sample from, because that way it's free. You can try it out a few times and really know whether or not you like it before you commit to purchasing the full size. Yes, I am in the shade Light 015. That's what they matched me to in stores, which is a pretty good match for me. You guys will see video clips later, and you guys will see. I'm not wearing actually any foundation right now. My makeup's looking pretty shitty. I'm actually kind of on a no foundation kind of journey right now. I want to see what it's like for me. But anyways, I'm not wearing it right now, but you guys will see later. We'll talk about some of the claims, and then we'll talk about my opinions on the claims, which ways I found worked best for my skin, and so on and so forth. So, I'm reading. I wrote all the claims down and everything on the journal. It claims that it is a lightweight, medium coverage, liquid to powder vegan foundation that sets to a long wear, airy matte finish that doesn't clog pores. It is cruelty free and vegan. It is 1 standard ounce, so that's the standard amount you'd get in a foundation. There are 40 shades, which I think is pretty decent, especially for just coming out. It claims it's good for normal, combination, and oily skin. So it doesn't say it's good for dry skin, but I do think it's one of those more matte foundations that could be, I do think you could work with it if you have dry skin. It's really not that matte, and it's so lightweight that you could, I think you could fix it, but that's just what it says online. And then a custom study with 32 volunteers over a span of 12 hours shows that 97% of people agree that it is comfy on skin. 97% of people agree that it's breathable, which is kind of like the same thing in my opinion to being comfy on the skin. And then 94% say it's not cakey. So, with those claims, and I think I wore it 3 or 4 times. I think I have like 3 videos to show you, and I wore it a few different ways. I'm gonna let you guys know my opinions. So I have oily, acne-prone skin. I have very large pores in certain areas, and my main concern is blackheads. I have little, I know it's gross, but I have little blackheads all over my skin that drive me nuts, and so those are my main concerns. I do have some rosacea, but it's something that's easily covered with almost any foundation, so I don't really worry about that too much. But yes, I have oily, acne-prone skin with large pores. That's what we need to know about my skin. I love Kat Von D's original foundation. It is matte, it is heavy duty, it's full coverage, it wears beautifully throughout the day. It can get a little cakey on the skin just because of how thick and like heavy duty it is, but I do like it. This foundation reminds me a lot of that foundation, but a lot lighter weight, just like a lot more liquefied, like they mixed water in it with it or something. Because it is super lightweight on the skin. It does not feel like you're wearing anything on the skin. Like for right now, I have just concealer and like contour and stuff on the skin. This feels the same as it does with the full face of that foundation on. It is extremely lightweight. I agree. It is completely comfortable on the skin, which is A+, amazing, because I have such oily skin, and sometimes I could just feel stuff sliding off throughout the day and getting gross. And I did get oily with this foundation. I don't feel like it controls oils more than say like the original foundation or anything like that. I feel like this would be a perfect foundation for combination skin. It's very versatile. But yeah, I don't really think it caked up on my skin too much except for around my nose, but my nose is my problem area. That's where I have the most texture. That's where I break out a lot. I have really huge pores. And my nose, not gonna lie, is kind of big. And so as you can see, I have like these divots right here. And foundation really collects really badly in those. And it did a little, but not as bad. Now, I tried this foundation 3 different ways. The first day, I had nothing underneath. No primer, no moisturizer, nothing. Just my bare, clean skin. The next day, I put primer. Oh, and also, I did not set it with a setting spray the first day. The next day, I put primer underneath, and I did set it with a setting spray. And then the next day, I put moisturizer underneath, and I did set it with a setting spray then as well. I'm going to tell you right now, again, just like with the Hourglass foundation, I feel like I like the nothing underneath the best. It looked a lot less cakey, it didn't collect and get all weird in certain spots. I feel like the moisturizer made my skin pretty oily and made the foundation slide a little bit more. And same thing with the setting sprays, because I don't feel like my setting sprays that I have personally necessarily like help the longevity of my makeup. They just kind of help get rid of that powdery look. So it kind of was too much for my oily skin. So I would say if you have skin similar to mine, I think nothing underneath besides your just bare, clean skin is going to be perfect. That was when it was less cakey. I didn't get it as oily. As you guys will see, everything stayed on my face pretty well. And overall, loved it. Over all these, like over the span of days that I wore it, sorry, I don't know if that's proper grammar. Anyways, over the time that I wore it for at least 5 hours each time. I would say a standard day for someone is 6 to 8 hours, depending on what's going on with your school, work, errands, whatever. I would say standard 6 to 8. So I didn't wear it for quite a full day, but I wore it for at least 5 hours each day. I know that for a fact. So, yes, overall, my final thoughts, and then I'll insert clips at the end of what it looked like at the end of each day, with little to no touch-ups with each one. So the bare skin, the primer, and the moisturizer. The only day I touched up was the last day when I had the moisturizer underneath, I believe. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that was the only time I touched up with that foundation. Every other time I did no touch-ups. So all the videos you'll see at the end are at the end of my day, right before I removed it. That's what it looked like, just so you can get a reference on my skin. But overall, I really like it. Even though I'm kind of on a no foundation journey, I would definitely purchase the full size. Another series that I'm going to start doing here on my channel is, I don't know if you guys know, but I am getting married soon. I am getting married in May of 2020. So I do want a nice full face glam for when I get married. So I am trying out several different samples of foundations that I have heard are good for big days like that. And I will do that as a series too. I don't think I'm going to include this one in there. But I think every other foundation review from now on until my wedding will be for that. So just keep an eye out for that. But overall, I do like this foundation. I would definitely buy the full size, and I would recommend it to anybody. I love it mostly because I feel like it's such a versatile formula. It is so lightweight and just a nice soft matte finish. I feel like you could really work with it and, you know, just make it work for you and your skin. So overall, I love it. I would repurchase, or I would buy the full size, and I would recommend it. It is amazing. The packaging is killer. I'll try to insert a clip of the packaging as well, because it is so stunning and so pretty. I think Kat Von D always slays it with that. But yeah, I love the foundation. That is pretty much the end of this video. I'm gonna insert all those clips for you guys to see at the very end, so stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces. Mike. Oh. I forgot to look up the price. 1 second. Worked with? Oh my god. He's hamming it up right now for the camera. What are you doing? So precious. Anyway.